Hey, less lethal people. So I wanted you guys to hear it from me. I broke down and purchased the Byrna CL. I ordered it a little while ago. After chatting back and forth with Black Powder Papa and a little bit with John Reynolds at Alternate Arms Defense, I have decided that I am ordering one. Now, I am not going to get into why I wasn't or am not a big fan of some of the stuff Byrna does. A lot of you guys know that because we talk personally. You've seen other stuff that I've posted and mentioned. I'm not getting into that. That would be a whole other video. But I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt for this, and I'm going to only talk about good things. And the good things that I am going to talk about is number one, I think they are on the right track with doing a 61 caliber launcher. I don't think it's a bad idea. And the more I think about it, the more benefits from it. So number one, I think Byrna is a company that is very well known. It has a huge following, both in the civilian and the law enforcement community. And they are a pioneer for this 61 caliber. I won't say small concealed carry launcher. Grimberg is the one to come up with that one first, with the gavel carry, which I also have on order. I can't wait for that to get here. I am not comparing the two when I have them. It is not a comparison for which is better and which isn't. I feel the only comparison for them is that they are both small concealed carry launchers that somebody can carry every day comfortably with them. That is it. I do feel they do two different things and they will target two different areas. Number one, I think having a 61 caliber out there made by such a popular company and a well-known company will open the doors for other companies such as Nextworks, maybe Grimberg, maybe Umarex, etc., etc., etc. I think that when I've seen 68 caliber chemical rounds hit, sometimes I've said to myself, I wish they had something a little small, bigger than a 50, but smaller than, and I've always said a 60, but 61, whatever, that's the job. Okay, it'll fit the job, 60 or 61. So these are going to be 61 cal. I think it will open the door for other companies to make smaller, skinnier, easier to conceal launchers and get more people out there carrying. That's the goal, to get more people out there carrying to protect themselves. So I think it's very innovative and I think it's a great idea. And I'm willing to take a shot on it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put my Kimber Pepper Blaster on the shelf for the next couple of months, and I am going to switch out and carry just the CL as a chemical launcher. I'm not carrying it as a kinetic launcher. I have my X68 and I'll have my Grimberg Gavel carry for kinetic, or I'll have my regular lethal firearm for a lethal carry if I need be. But I'm carrying the Byrna CL as a strictly chemical launcher. That is it. Now, I think it will be great both having that everywhere I go. It's going to be very easy to conceal carry and very light. So even if I am carrying the real deal, like when I have my Kimber Pepper Blaster, that's in my pocket just in case I need it. I also think it will be great if I go hiking, camping, take the dog out, do whatever, especially with all the wildlife that I come across. In fact, it's funny, just the other day, I had an encounter with 3 bears, which was pretty cool. It wasn't a bad encounter. They weren't aggressive or anything, but it was cool. But nonetheless, it's an encounter that you don't know what could go either way. So I will be carrying my Byrna CL in place of the Kimber Pepper Blaster. Now, a lot of people may ask, well, why the heck would you do that? One is $40, one is $540. And there is a reason. I want to talk a little bit about pricing and about money. I do agree certain things are overpriced. I especially think that the CL is, compared to the fact the EP used to only be $299. However, it seems to be everybody's jacking the price up on everything today, and I don't like it as much as you do. But that's a separate topic. But let's talk about price-wise for practicality a minute. Byrna CL 549, I think it's listed for. I believe I saw a Glock the other day listed for about the same price, and so might have 549 or so, similar area, right? And somebody made a comment, a good comment on one of the videos out there. Why not just get a real gun if you're going to spend that much money? And here's the answer. Some people may already have a real gun. Some may be considering both. I will tell you this. Having a gun, is a real firearm, is like having a hammer only in your toolbox. Everything starts to look like a nail. You need to have a hammer, a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, so on and so forth. Because if, God forbid, you have a situation and all you can use is, and you have to defend yourself, you're going to resort to your hammer, to your Glock, or to whatever. If that is justified, wonderful. If not, it's not going to be so wonderful financially. And even if it is justified on a criminal basis, it doesn't mean civilly it's going to be justified. And you can have a family come after you civilly for a lot of money. Add a lot of zeros to the back of that $549. And that's why when somebody says, hey, for that price, you should just buy, that is the wrong approach to take towards this. If you financially can't afford the $549, then you can't afford it for the regular firearm either. Just go out and get yourself something like the Kimber Pepper Blaster, which is extremely effective, and it's only $39, and it will work, and it's better than a sharp stick. Okay, a Byrna CL is better than a sharp stick. A Glock is better than a sharp stick. It's, you have to know your price range and your budget. But if your mentality is only, I have the money, but if it costs the same as that, why wouldn't I get that? That's not the right approach to take, okay? Because it may actually save you money in the long run. $549 will be nothing compared to what legal fees can add up to and everything else. So if that's the case and you do have the money, don't let the fact you can get a real one for the price of a less lethal one. Don't even think of that. Just forget it. Anyway, back to the thing. So I am going to give this a shot. I am going to put my feelings on the shelf about how I feel about some of the stuff that I've seen from Byrna over the past couple of years. And I'm giving this launcher the benefit of the doubt because I think it will be a good quality. I don't think they're going to make a poor quality, but I'm going to use it for chemicals, and I'm excited to try using it in place of the Kimber Pepper Blaster. And I do also have to realize that just because I myself would carry an X68 Pistelli or a 1911, something big and heavy, and I could consider, not everybody lives in the same climate or environment that I do. Not everybody is willing to change the way they dress like I do. I do think the more important thing is that you have something that you carry. It's still better than nothing. And I've always said it, it's the thing you carry is better than the thing you leave home sitting in the safe or in the nightstand. So if you go out there and buy this big 357 Magnum and it's too heavy to carry and you're not going to carry it anywhere, it's useless as opposed to a 38 snub nose that you're going to fit inside your waistband in IWB holster and carry every place you go. Okay, the 357 at home is useless compared to the 38 that you carry everywhere with you. Same applies to launchers. The X68 or the M1700 joules you have sitting at home in the room is not nearly as effective as the smaller, the Pepper Blaster or the CL that you have in your holster on you every time you go out and you go to the store. The thing is here, we want to get people out there carrying their launcher to be able to use it to protect themselves if they need be and the situation arises. So that is the most important takeaway from that. So I do think it's going to be innovative. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's going to help a lot of people out. So waiting for it to come. We'll do more videos on it. I'll do a small review, but I'm not too worried. I think it's going to be good quality. I know a lot of people are going to be bored out of their mind. First of all, nobody's going to top the reviews I've seen out there. John Reynolds, his review was by far, it's the pinnacle of reviews for this thing. So, and it's a fair review. It's a very, very good fair review. So just watch that and you'll get the skinny on it. But I do think there's a lot of things to be done with this launcher that are beneficial and can help a lot of people out there. So I'll talk to you soon, and let's get excited for goodies to come. Bye, guys.